Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing another declutter. So last time we did eyeshadow palettes, and I feel the need to mention to you guys that since I filmed that video, I have found 10 more palettes. So I started off thinking I had 230. That number fluctuated a little bit because I found like a brow palette and my eyeshadow palettes. So since then I found another 10 palettes. Crazy. As of right now, I'm not decluttering any of those. So I think I kept 160, so now I have 170 eyeshadow palettes. And then I just got one in a subscription box too, so it's like they just grow and grow and grow. One thing that I do have a good bit of are behind me. These are my face palettes right here. So I don't have nearly as many as I do eyeshadow palettes, but this felt like the next logical step to go ahead and declutter these. Also, a couple of you guys actually said, yeah, do the face palettes, because I do have a good bit of them. I just played with all of the MAC and Aladdin goodies. So cute. Oh, I just knocked one on the floor. At any rate, let's go ahead and dive in, and I'm going to grab a stack of these bad boys and we will start going through. So I do feel that I'm probably going to have some difficulty getting rid of a lot of these, simply because I don't have as many, and then a lot of these I've forgotten about, but I'm like, oh yeah, I need to choose that. I need to try it. So yeah. So we're gonna see. I don't know how well I'm gonna do with this one. I felt like I did really good last time getting rid of about 70 eyeshadow palettes. With this, honestly, like, I'd like to say that I can get rid of 20, but I think I'll probably have a difficult time. We're gonna see. First on top is the Alamar Colorette Blush Trio. I literally just got this. I haven't even used it. It's got some really cute peachy tone blushes, so I definitely need to use that one and see how it goes. Next, I have this Smashbox Powder Highlighter little strip. So this is like a film strip. I actually really like this, particularly these two right here. I feel like part of me should let this go, but these are really pretty. So here are two little swatches here. That really does not do it justice because these are pretty gorgeous. I use this more on days when I'm not filming my makeup because I don't believe you can get that anymore, but I do think it's really good quality. I have from the Balm the Manizer Sisters. I actually just got this one as well, and this is my first time ever trying the Balm highlights. I know that a lot of people are like, what the hell? Those are like cult favorites. I just never got my hands on them. And I have to say, from like the initial swatch, I was like, where is the pigment? Where is the glow? But they do look really pretty. I just think it's going to be a bit more natural. But I have not yet played with it on the face, so I do want to do that. In my last couple of Instagram videos, I have been using the Tarte Twinkle Lighting Palette. I think this is volume 2. Yes, volume 2. I actually really like this one, and I don't have a lot of highlights from Tarte. I do think this one's really good. I'm more likely to get rid of maybe 1 or 2 individual highlights that I have from Tarte, but that palette's really pretty. I have from Kevyn Aucoin the Neo Setting Powder. This is the matte to glow version. This is really pretty. So essentially you have matte, and then it kind of is like a gradient fade to shimmer, and the shimmer itself is really pretty. I'm just going to do a little 1-2 right here. It's got a beautiful little glow to it, but this powder is very fine, very soft on the skin, so I do want to hold on to that. I can't wait to find something to get rid of. I have from Cover FX, this is the Perfector Face Palette. This is relatively new, and I've really been loving this. Man, I'm doing a horrible job. So highlights, blush, and a really, really pretty contour. It's just slightly warm, but it's still a really good shade, and they do have different colors for different skin tones, which I love. I feel like that's a necessity when it comes to face palettes. Okay, so I have another thing from Kevyn Aucoin. These are the little 3 that came together. So these are Neo Luminizers. I have Capri Matte to Glow Setting Powder, which, okay, so apparently I have like a mini of the powder as well. And then this is Ibiza, kind of swatch side to side so you can see what it looks like. I haven't used this a lot. Ooh, it's pretty, but I just feel like it's Kevyn Aucoin. I want to keep it. And then this one is the Capri, which looks like that. So I actually think I want to keep these. This is probably one that I will rotate in, try it out, and then make a decision on pretty quickly. I have from Profusion this highlight and contour palette. I'm gonna look up and see if you can still get this. If this and one in particular you're not able to buy, then I am going to part ways with it, simply because I need to quit using things that you guys cannot get your hands on. So let's see, Profusion. Yeah, so it looks like they have updated this. They have a highlight and contour, which definitely looks different. And I'm pretty sure I picked this one up probably at TJ Maxx. Don't see that available, so I'm gonna let that one go. I have the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. The only thing that keeps me using this is one shade inside this palette, which is this one right here. As you can see, it is well loved. I'm kind of tempted to pick up the little duo, but I guess I'm gonna keep using it because clearly I do like the shade a lot that I've gone through it. But honestly, I hardly ever touch anything else. I've never used these two. I've used this one in my hairline and then these two I've dipped in a few times, but nothing really good. I know that Jaclyn Hill sets her under eye with this, which I need to try it that way. I keep saying, oh, I'll try it, but I don't know. I'm so partial to other things that I haven't done that, but I feel like I do use this a lot. It's getting used, so I need to keep it. I have the Urban Decay Naked Flushed in the shade Native. These have a really bad tendency to break, and I'm surprised I haven't broken this one. I don't really care for this that much, I'm gonna be honest. I like a lot of Urban Decay products, obviously, but I never thought that this palette was that good. I'm gonna swatch right here. So it's like a little Neapolitan trio right here. I have a hard time with this because I don't have a lot of Urban Decay face products, but I don't think that this is where they shine, if I'm being honest. But this is so travel friendly too, to have all three of these products. Let me swatch the highlight so I can see it a bit better. Okay, this is pretty. Damn it. I feel like I need to try it. I have the two MAC Hyper Real Glow palettes. I have, oh, where are the shades? Okay, I think one is called Get It Glowing and the other is Flash and All. I actually really like these. They're very pretty. The only thing with this one, which, I mean, I really wish this had a name on it. The only thing with this one is most of the color in here is a little dark for me. I can use these, but more so when I have a little bit of a fake tan on, but they are really gorgeous. So for now, I'm going to keep these. I have the Glam Glow highlighting palette. I really love this one too. I am doing just a shit job. I've got rid of one palette so far. So this is what it looks like here. I do like this. I can definitely use two of those shades quite easily. We also have the Tarte Park Avenue Princess. I also really like this one. Yeah, I need to do better. Okay, let's move on to the next stack because I'm doing really bad. Okay, we have this little vintage palette. This is the Blush and Brighten Face palette from Vintage. This actually has some really pretty blushes in it, and I've used this before and I was pretty impressed. They are pigmented, but you can go really softly into these, and I don't have a lot of colors like this because these are like pink with a hint of purple. I don't have any shades like that. I have this Smashbox contour palette. This one is pretty old. Don't think I've ever really reached for this much. Okay, but it's a nice contour color. Okay, I think I'm gonna make an exchange with myself. I'm gonna get rid of the Naked Flushed, and I'm going to keep the Smashbox Contour Trio. I have by Pure the Bronze and Brighten palette. Ooh, this one is very shiny. I remember this bronzer because it is insane. Let me swatch it for you. You guys are gonna be like, what the hell? Yeah, that's insane. Like that color is ridiculous, honestly. It's so metallic. It literally looks like an eyeshadow. Let me swatch the other two because I definitely wouldn't keep it based off of that one shade right there. So this is the Blush and Highlight. You can see it's kind of chunky. Let me swatch it right here. The pigmentation on these though is insane. So there are the two. Oh, okay, I feel like I have to keep this. Obviously, I'm never using that freaking bronzer, but look at those two. I'm honestly though, like when I picked this up for the first time, I was scared to go into this. Like I was like, how do I put that on? But you can make it work with a really light touch. Definitely very glowy, but that's like blending it out a lot. Obviously, I'm using a really fine diffuse brush for that. I have the Sleek highlighting palette in Solstice. So this is the one that everybody kind of went crazy for a little while. Let me swatch the three. One of them is a cream. The cream is on my pinky, so that's why it looks a little bit funky. So that's that. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, I have the Morphe Blush Trio. I like this one a lot. I have the number 7 limited edition illuminating palette. I'm gonna get rid of this. It kind of sucked, I'm gonna be honest. That's 3. Okay, I have the Pure Sculpture palette. This also has some really deep contour shades. This is great for deeper skin. This one may be like medium, but there's definitely not anything in this palette that I can reasonably use. As you can see, those are really dark. Let me swatch the highlights. So the highlights are here on my fingers. So I think I'm going to part ways with this one. I just think the colors are all too dark for me. The one lightest highlight I could probably use, but is it worth keeping the palette? Probably not. I have the NYX Love You So Mochi palette. This I think was limited edition if I'm not mistaken. Here are the 3 shades. Okay, yeah, I'm not impressed with that, so I'm gonna keep that moving. I have the NYX Strobe of Genius palette. So this one has some highlights. That's pretty. Okay, so really, I'm only seeing maybe like 2 shades at most that I could use in this palette, because most of them are pretty dark. That one's pretty. Ooh, it's too pigmented. Okay, I'm going to let this go. I think I can give it to someone else who can get better use out of it. I have 2 small Tarte palettes that are great for travel. This is the Hamptons Weekend. It has highlight, blush, and contour. Love that one. It's kind of reminiscent of the Naked one that I'm actually parting ways with, but I do think the quality of this one is a little better. And then I have the Tarte Pro To Go, which is also really pretty. These are like go-to travels, love those. I have the Huda Beauty highlighting palette in Pink Sands, which looks like this. This does have some really beautiful colors, cannot deny that. So here are a few shades out of that. So I just did little bitty swatches right here. Not ready to get rid of that one just yet. The Tarte Contour Palette. I actually think this has some really nice shades. I also love the muted blush color in here. I can use both those contours and I can use this matte highlight and the blush. It's a pretty good little palette. I also have the Tarteist Pro Glow full-size palette. This is really pretty. I love the highlights in this. The cream contour, I don't think that I've ever touched. It doesn't look like it, but I like the sculpting shade too. I have BH Cosmetics. These are blush palettes. I don't think you can get these anymore. I think they're pretty old, but I'm gonna look it up really quick. These would be great for someone who like needed to start a kit because they have so many colors in them and they are affordable. So these are the 2 palettes that I have from BH. I don't see either of those on their website. And I also have this neutrals palette from them that has shadows and blushes. So I do have some of their blushes. Let me just swatch a couple. So here are some of the shades. Those are really pretty. They have such good quality, but I feel like if you can't get them, I would kind of be doing you guys a disservice if I continue to use those in videos. Okay, I think just to kind of cut through the middle, I'm going to get rid of this one that has all these reds in it that I'm just not going to be able to use, but I will keep this one that's a little bit more diversified. It has pinks, peaches, it's got an orange, it's got a hot pink, it's got a brownish, very neutral shade. So I'll keep this one just for like personal use. If I was like doing other people's makeup, that would be really nice to keep. All right, right on top, I have the Alchemist palette from Kat Von D. I'm keeping this more so because the way you can use it to like transform eyeshadows, lips, and things like that. So really versatile when you have that need for something like that, and nothing else I have is quite like it. I have Makeup Revolution. This is the Ultra Blush palette in Hot Spice. Again, I'm gonna look it up and see if you guys can still get it. They actually have a couple Makeup Revolution things right here that I'm going to check into. Okay, this strobe palette looks to be unavailable and honestly wasn't that great, so I'm gonna part ways with that. I'm looking for this Hot Spice blush palette, but I'm not seeing it either. I put Hit Slice instead of Hot Spice. There's 2 blushes and a highlight from that palette. I think I'm gonna let it go simply because I can't use it in a video. I have this Real Her Be Fearless, Be Limitless blush kit. I actually think this one is really pretty. These 3 colors, so I'm gonna keep it. I have the NARS Narcissist Unfiltered Cheek Palette. So this is Unfiltered 2. I'm definitely keeping this just because I love the quality of NARS. I have this by Terry Sun Designer palette. I think this is all face, and honestly I haven't really given it a try. The layout of the palette drives me insane. I don't know why somebody would think that would be a good idea, the way that it's shaped, and for it to be so much money too. Like, just make it segments where I can put a brush in. I don't know, that's irking to me, but it is really expensive, so I am going to try it out. I have the Naked Skin Shapeshifter palette. I really like this one. We're gonna keep it. I have this ColourPop. This is like a duo. I don't like this blush in here. It's something about the creaminess, and I'm not a big fan of that color. The highlight, on the other hand, is gorgeous. There we go. But these kind of have, to me, like the consistency of the Super Shock shadows, but they're not really airtight. This was better when I first got it, but it's kind of like drying to a point, and yeah, it's becoming like less like a putty. Oh no, that's pretty. Never mind. I'm gonna keep it and use the highlight soon. That will be another one that's like on the chopping block. I've got to make a decision. I've got my Anastasia Cream Contour and Fair. I'm keeping that. IBY Beauty Highlight and Contour Palette. I actually really like. You can see that I've gotten some use out of. The Lorac Pro Contour Palette. This one's really good. It's very pigmented to the point where like I have to be uber careful because I'm so fair. It can show up a little cray-crays. This is a Z palette. I have this Ofra Z palette that has some loose things in here. I didn't really mean for that to be in this. I have the Makeup Revolution Pro HD Correct and Perfect. Honestly, I don't do enough color correction to make this really usable, because really I only use green, which is one little tiny section, and these strobe creams are in the most annoying packaging. Like, I can't even fit my finger in there. Like, really? I'm just gonna part ways with that. I think you can still get it. If you do a lot of color correcting, different colors and things like that, it might be useful. The Makeup Revolution Pro HD. This is the powder contour. I want to say that this one is also old. Their contour palettes now have round pans, and these are square, so that's a little old. All right, so we're down to a little stack. My camera decided to die, so we're back. I have the Too Faced Love Flush Long Lasting Blush Wardrobe. This one is definitely limited edition. If you saw my eyeshadow palette declutter, then you know I have a sentimental problem with Too Faced, so we're gonna keep it. I have the ColourPop I Like Your Face palette, which has these in here. So I think I'm gonna undo what I said. I am going to go ahead and get rid of this little trio that we were looking at before, because I do want to keep this one. So this one, I only like one of the two, and I feel like I just need to get rid of a bit more and be better, you know. Violet Voss Glamingo face palette. This one I'm definitely keeping. Has some beautiful colors. It's definitely a bit better suited for me during the summer, but it is really gorgeous. I have another Huda one. This is the summer one, Summer Solstice Edition, which has some really pretty colors. It's definitely very unique. If anything, if I were getting rid of one, it would probably be this one right here. But for now, I'm gonna hold on to it, and I might use it from this summer. After that, who knows? I have the Anastasia Aurora palette. This one has some really unique colors, so I'm gonna keep it. Oh my god, I think I might keep the rest of this. Sorry. Anastasia Blush Kit in Radiant. I love this one. I have the Too Faced Cocoa Contour. This was actually a palette that I got a lot of use out of. I did hit pan on this one. Not ready to part with it yet. I'm basically just showing you guys palettes at this point. Anastasia Glow Kit in Sweets. Lunatic Cosmetics Contour Palette. Oh my god, I love it so much. I use that one all the time. I have the Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit. I have the Kat Von D Metal Crush palette. These are just really pretty. They're like very shimmery. I don't have anything really like that, so I'm gonna keep it. And then we only have one more thing, and that is the Lorac Beauty and the Beast blush palette, and this one is gorgeous, and it's also Beauty and the Beast, and I'm a sucker. So I'm getting rid of 12 face palettes. Okay, all right, so I started with 56 face palettes and I am keeping 44. So I am getting rid of 12. I want to say that's a pretty decent portion. That's about like, what, around 20% of my overall face palette. So I'm actually kind of happy with that. I actually kind of thought that the number would be a bit higher. So I think getting rid of 12 out of 56 is pretty good. Let me know what you think below. I probably should have done better on this one, but overall, I'm not mad at it. I think I had some pretty decent results. So that is everything. I'm so ready to take these extensions out of my hair. You have no idea. That is off topic. Thank you guys so much for watching me declutter all of these face palettes. Let me know what product you would like to see next with like a real sit down and go through them all type of video. Lipsticks are on the list, but that's like a process. I also have a ton of foundation. I actually need to go through brushes, but I don't know how interesting that would be. But yeah, any product at all, let me know below what you would like to see me declutter. And I will be doing more organization videos going forward when I am culling down my collection just a little bit. But this is a really great start to help me get rid of some things and make some space. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you liked it and also comment below. Make sure to subscribe as well. Any of those things that you guys do for me honestly mean the world to me and help my channel out a lot. So thank you so much. And we have one more thing to take care of, and that's our dad joke. How does the moon cut his hair? Eclipse it. Eclipse it. Eclipse it. Are you serious? All right, that's it guys. I love you and I will see you in my next video. Bye.